Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're here for our weekly update where I wrap up what happened each day and then I finish up with a question that somebody has asked me. So today is Saturday, and on Saturday we have some fur from Gemini, one of my Holland Lop girls. She's pulled some fur. Now there are no babies here, okay? No babies, which is unfortunate so far. It's either a false pregnancy or a real pregnancy. We kind of have to wait 24 to 48 hours to find out because she usually pulls hair before she has the babies. I didn't catch her on video pulling the hair because I was busy. But yeah, hopefully we have a few babies in the next while. It would be fantastic if we could have a handful of little ones. I would love that, especially out of Gemini. She is my best producing Holland Lop, and I do adore the baby she throws. Anyway, that is pretty much my Saturday. It's not Sunday yet. Pretty much my Saturday. It is time change. We spring forward tonight. So I'm going to be utterly exhausted tomorrow. I hate spring forward. But what are you going to do? So we're going to see what happens on Sunday. Well, it's Sunday. And I'm starting to think this gentle lady here is not pregnant at all. She's got the chin. She's got the belly. But there's no babies yet. So rabbits can kindle up to usually day 32 to 35. It's usually day 31. But day 32 to 35 is normal. We're on day 37. I'm starting to think it's a false pregnancy. And I never did palpate her because it doesn't really matter. If she's not, I'll just rebreed her. But I am going to give her a couple of days because once, a long time ago, I did have one lady go all the way to day 40. One of my rabbits went all the way to day 40. That's unusual. It doesn't normally happen. But Gemini is set up in her hutch to have her babies. She's got her nest box. She's got her litter box. She's got her food and water. She's actually okay. So for now, we're just going to leave her. We're going to check in with her in the morning, and maybe there will be babies. She has a nice nest built, but there's no babies yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see. We'll see what happens on Monday. Well, it's Monday, and it was a blustery blizzard half of the day, and so we have all this snow now. We got all this snow. We got about 3 inches, and it wasn't fun. 3 freaking inches. So, what happened today? Well, snowstorm. No babies from Gemini. I'm starting to think she's not gonna. I'm gonna rebreed her on Saturday if she doesn't have anyone by then. I think it's a false pregnancy, and it didn't really matter, to be honest. It really didn't. So these ladies have not had any children. No children for either lady. Right now, that's good. They are pregnant. Okay, especially Andersen here is looking quite chonky. They are pregnant. However, we don't want them to have babies until after this cold snap. Like, it's cold. I can't even tell you. It's 20 below. It's cold. And we had this little snowstorm, and we just need this weather to pass. So that's happening today. I made butter. What else we do? Tristan is working on the tomato sauce as we speak because we needed more pizza sauce. Everyone is good. The rabbits are good. Silverado's the only one in his pen there because 2 girls are there. Bonnie and Falcon are over there together. We've got our chickens isolated in anticipation of being able to hatch their eggs in a few weeks. And only Shadowfax is outside because it's 20 below. It's stupid temps. So that's essentially what's going on Monday. It's going to be really cold overnight. Hopefully it warms up at least a little bit tomorrow. And it's supposed to be cold again on the weekend. I'm so over this. Here's Jake. I hope Jake's pregnant. Jake's here. I hope she's pregnant. I hope she has kittens in May. I really loved her kittens last year. I'm really excited that she might have kittens again this year. That'd be fantastic. Anyway, that's about it for Monday. Let's see what Tuesday has in store. Well, it's now Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Maybe. Yes, it's Tuesday. Sorry. I don't know what day it is. It's Tuesday, I promise. So this was the day the farrier was out, so Shadowfax and Arwen are looking good. I just want to show you their feet. So here's a good one. That's Shadowfax's hoof. Hang on, let me put it in my hand here. That's his hoof. That's how much she took off, which is quite a bit for a horse. He's kind of overgrown. Let's see if I can find a couple pieces of Arwen's. I chucked them over here so we wouldn't drive on them. Here's one. So this is half of Arwen's foot. Half of Arwen's foot. The other half would be like book, because, you know, they have split toe. And that was about that much cut off, which is not bad. So we have another piece down here. You can see goat hooves. It's an important thing to have the hooves trimmed. If you don't do it, you're compromising the health of your hoofed animals. All hoofed animals need trims, whether you have cows or horses or goats or pigs, alpacas, whatever you have. They do need their feet trimmed, and I do recommend. Tequila's in the house right now. She didn't want to come out. She did not want to come out. It's been cold and gross today. But it is your responsibility to take care of your horse's hooves or your goat's hooves or your cow's hooves, whoever you have. You have to keep them nice and safe and healthy. And part of that is doing their feet. So that's what we did today. Also, Deli escaped today, but she's back in her pen. There she is. These pens are kind of small, but, you know, they are what they are. Because what are you going to do? Right? They are what they are. So that's all we can do for now. They're small pens, but no babies yet. So Deli escaped. No babies. I don't think Gemini's having babies. I think I mentioned that. By the time you're viewing this, I'll probably have rebred Gemini. And hopefully she'll have babies next month. I think she probably miscarried very early on. And her hormones just figured she probably still was pregnant, but she's not. So I'm going to give her a couple more days just in case. But probably not having any babies. Anyway, it was cold and gross this morning. It's still chilly, not as cold. But here's Cat. That is about it for Tuesday. We will see what Wednesday has in store. Well, it's Wednesday, and we have the perfect little quad of babies. So cute, so sweet. They have to stay covered up because it's cold, but we do have 4 little ones. They're so cute. Keep them warm, keep them warm. Now they are inside. Mama is here. They are inside because it was fairly cold and Rowan found Deli pulling fur last night. So yes, we brought them inside, and I know the bottom of the cage is stained. It has to be soaked in vinegar. We can't do that when there's babies in here. So we will soak this cage in vinegar once she is done using this cage, because right now we had to bring them inside. They are going to go back outside, but for right now they have to stay in here. But we finally have a few baby bunnies. A little early in the season for Rexes, but what can you do? So we look forward to checking in on them every day and making sure they are fantastic. Well, it's Thursday, and today we're checking in on the little babies. There's their mama, looking good, feeling good. Here's the babies. They're very, very little, and my favorite thing about these guys is I think this one's a solid blue. I think so. It'll be a couple more days before I can tell, But I think I've got a couple of solid blues. Now, I know there were 4 yesterday. One little one passed away. It's not something you don't expect. It happens, especially with early litters. This is not the ideal time to breed for us here where we are because it's still freaking cold out. But these 3 seem okay. I think they'll be okay. At least 2 of them will be okay. They're really growing. I'm sure the 3rd one's fine. It's not that I have any concerns. It's just, it's not unexpected that that one passed because shortly after birth, Deli had separated that one. She separated that one and didn't want it anywhere near her or her other babies. So it's not entirely unexpected because Mama knows. Mama always knows. So we have these little adorable ones. Perfect little guys. Getting some perfect little fur. Cover them back up. Keep them covered. When you got babies, you got to keep them covered. So she is doing wonderfully. Deli is a fantastic rabbit. We really like her. She's a good mama. We enjoy her. She's a good girl. And Mama and babies are doing just fine. Anyway, that's it for Thursday. Hopefully, Friday does not bring more babies. The reason I say that is it's going to be cold this weekend, and I do not want to end up stacking Rex rabbits in the house. Okay? They're outdoor rabbits. As it is, we've shut the heat off in this room so it doesn't get hot. Because she's an outdoor rabbit, she could overheat. So I don't want to have to just bring everybody in. They're outdoor pets. They're outdoor guys. They don't need to be in the house. But if they're having babies and it's this cold, they do need to be in the house. So cross your fingers, no more babies. No more babies. Oh well, let's see what Friday brings. Well, it's Friday. It snowed again. So yes, it snowed again. Snow, but now it's melting. So, we don't know. We get crazy high. We get crazy weather in March. So 1 minute you'll be in a blizzard and the next minute you're like, hey, melting. So fantastic. Anyway, so we're just going to go in and check and make sure there's no babies happening. I hope there's not. But the question I wanted to answer today was about duck eggs because, water. Hi, sweetie. Looking good? Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have any babies. That's good. But I wanted to answer the duck egg question. Because the question specifically was, I can't find my duck eggs. I don't know where my ducks are laying. I gave them nest boxes and they're not laying in the nest boxes. Okay, that's normal. I promise that's normal. Okay? Ducks are not chickens. Chickens really like to lay in their nest boxes. And if they don't lay in nest boxes, they tend to pick a really good secluded spot. Like ours have been laying over there. Okay? Ours have been laying over there in that barrel. And there's duck prints. Look at ducks have been everywhere. But they've been laying in that barrel. So every morning, Tristan or Rowan wanders over there and picks up the eggs. Except for a couple that are laying in the barn. There's turkey. But except for a couple that lay in the barn, most of them are laying in that barrel. But they pick a spot. And then sometimes they change that spot. But once you find the spot, then you're good for a little bit. Hi, guys. Hello, boys. Things are melting for you, too? Yeah, I see. I see. It's nonsense melting. Happy it's melting. I just hate that it is weird. But ducks. Ducks, unless they are broody and are ready to basically start a family and are going to sit down and sit on their eggs, and they know they're going to do that, and so they're going to lay a clutch and then sit on them and make babies, unless they're in that mindset, they don't care. They literally will be walking across the yard and just pick up. Just pick up. No, not pick up. God, I'm tired. I haven't slept much the last couple days. But they will just drop eggs literally everywhere. They'll just be like walking, squat a little bit, lay an egg, boom, there's an egg, and then they'll just carry on with their day. I've watched my ducks do it. They just move on. And it's like, okay, you guys are weird, but okay. Hi. And they will do that everywhere. Like, literally everywhere. Where have I found eggs? I found eggs under this table. I found an egg over where that duck is right now. I hope you're not going to lay another one there today, because that was annoying. Yeah, duck, 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 duck. I found them there. Yes, I know. You are muddier than you were this morning. And duck, I have to refill that hay bag. I'm going to do that after I finish filming. Hi, are you going to drop an egg there? Am I going to get annoyed? I don't want you to. I don't want to walk through the snowbank and get it again. Maybe. Hi. So I have found eggs. I found an egg on this chair that was a duck egg. This morning I found an egg over on the ramp. I'm not going to go in there right now, but go up here. It's really wet. These things are melting. But on the ramp over there, hi buddy. I love you so much. Yes. But yes, on the ramp there where the ducks are coming out, biting my belly. Yeah, you want snuggles and snaps? Snuggles and snaps. Every time I say snuggles and snaps, I have to explain it. Snuggles and snaps means a snuggle, obviously. But snaps is what he does when he grabs my arm or my shirt or something when he wants, because he wants attention. I call that a snap. So he wants snuggles and snaps. So that's what I say. Maybe he'll do a snap. There's a snap. Good boy. There's a snap. Yeah. Yeah, there's a snap. So yeah, snuggles and snaps is what we call it. Let me grab your lead rope. Is all wonky here. Why did you drag your lead rope into the goo? Let me just pick that up. So yeah, ducks. First of all, they're gross. They will lay in the stupidest spots. They also might lay in water. Okay? They might lay in water. Here. Yuck. 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 But they might lay in the water. They could lay, literally, you have to look. So if you have no idea where the duck eggs are, you're going to have to go for a walk. Where do your ducks hang out? Where have they been that day? Because they could literally be anywhere. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea the weird places you can find a duck egg. They're not chickens. You guys have fresh, clean water. Why do we have to eat the mud water? Why do we have to drink mud water? Like, why are we drinking mud water? Donald. Don't do it too. Come on. We're drinking mud water. I give you guys plenty of good, clean water. And you guys are like, mud water's better, Mom. And here she comes. Hi, Dahlia. Well, don't walk through that then. It's not my fault. Dolly. Dolly's the brown one. Yeah. So, if you can't find the duck eggs, you're going to have to go look. Okay? You're literally going to have to go on a hunt. Wherever your ducks have been, there could be a duck egg. So, you're definitely going to have to take a good look around. I found one in the shed because the ducks hang out there. It was just in the middle of the shed. It wasn't like in a corner. She's the loudest drinker. Can you hear that? That's literally Dolly drinking water. She's so loud. She's the loudest drinker of all the ducks. But yes, so ducks are horrible for laying eggs. So if you can't find your duck eggs, and there's a good chance you can't, start wandering the places where your ducks wander. If they walk under the car, look under the car. Like literally the weirdest places. They're not like chickens. Chickens go, I have to lay an egg. I better go find a good spot for this, even if they're not broody. Ducks go, I happen to be walking down the driveway. Here you go. So it's very, very, very different. Okay? It's a very different approach that these animals have. So I would make sure you've really looked, because they don't lay where your chickens lay. Oh my God. Look at that muddy horse. They definitely do not lay where your chickens lay. So, yeah, you're going to have to go check. Okay? Go look, because it's absolutely bonkers. So, what? Well, you can get out. Go through the barn. Yes, this door is closed, but you can go out through the barn. The barn is open. It is not my fault. You're being an idiot. Blue wants out, but he doesn't want to walk through the barn to do it, and too bad for him. But, can't find duck eggs? Can't find your ducks, you have a different problem. Can't find your duck eggs? Go on a journey. Literally everywhere they go. So, where we go, I look where their footprints are. Where do they go? Right? So that's where I check. So right now, because it's winter, I can really see where everyone goes because I can see their footprints. So that's why I check in there, because obviously they've been going in there. The footprints lead right to it. So check. And check carefully, because they'll be in the strangest locations. Right? If you can't find them, now your ducks, if your days are getting long enough, your ducks should start to lay, right? For most people around now, some people, depending on how dark it is, you might not get duck eggs until May, depending on how far north you are. But generally, once you find one duck egg, everyone else should be laying within the next 2 weeks, as long as they're old enough to lay. So start looking, start wandering, because they're going to be in the stupidest spots. I promise you, you're going to end up with a duck egg. You're going to wander around and you're going to be like, why is there a duck egg on the step? Because the duck was on the step, had to lay an egg, and just did. Okay, instead of going, oh, I better find a good spot, she just went, nah, this is a good enough spot. Hi, Sauron. So just be aware when you are looking for eggs, you do want to check carefully, check everywhere. Okay, because they're weird. They're like the strangest animal. But it's fun. Yeah, are you strange? They're very strange. Anyway, that is about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. Here comes another duck. And yes, ducks do fine in the winter. I get that question multiple times. Ducks do just fine in the winter. Even in our winter that is 40 below, the ducks do just fine. There's Sauron. We'll see you tomorrow.